Transgender dolls are set to debut in Minnesota classrooms this fall. The taxpayer-funded paper dolls come with genitalia that can be removed and then swapped out. A therapist at the University of Minnesota Medical tells the New York Post that they spent over a decade developing the dolls. The goal is to help kids, quote, learn about the different options that exist for who they can be. The website for the dolls promises to, quote, make gender fun. It says they were designed for clinicians and educators and lists their purpose as therapeutic play and gender identity exploration. They'll reportedly be in classrooms with kids as young as 4. Kaylee, let's start with you. What's your thoughts on this?
It's just remarkable that Tim Waltz failed to secure, the release of the illegal alien child rapist in Minnesota, who he tried to pardon, was deported anyway, and immediately turned his attention to this, to exposing young preschoolers to genitalia. Put aside the transgender element to this for a minute. Why does a 4-year-old need to be exposed to genitalia, period, point blank? It's completely unnecessary. And so I think, for those who predicted that maybe the left would take a more moderate approach on this issue after 2024 and that maybe they would, abandon wokeness altogether, no. Clearly, it's just lying dormant in some of these states. And when politicians, again, remember, he's not seeking re-election, he's done. And when they don't have any restraints, this is what happens. They pursue it to its full force, and they are only going to ever get more radical on this issue. So I think it's a warning for Republicans, but also for parents, for those of us who have young children, to constantly be on guard about this stuff.
Yeah,
well, I just don't like the opening of adults having that intimate a conversation with a 4-year-old. I don't like it. I think we have enough pedophilia in our society not to have that happen. And if you think some aren't masquerading in regular places in our society, you're delusional. They are. So I don't want anybody telling my child, or anybody's child, 4 years old, by the way, if you put your hands in your pants, we can change that for you. Like, what kind of a message are we sending? Unless we're training, a bunch of surgeons and we want kids to start early with the idea of mutilation and surgery. Look, I'm going to talk plain. Because as disgusting as it sounds, imagine what the reality is.
Brass tacks economically. So the Minnesotans have just learned that billions of their tax dollars went out the window, right, funding terrorist organizations and worse. And now they're also learning on top of that whatever's remaining is funding this.
And what's so disturbing is that there's like no chance that Minnesota won't go blue in the midterms and obviously in 2028. And you'd say to yourself, I don't know who's buying into this. You're talking about kids who still believe in Santa Claus having this kind of a conversation. I mean, it's ridiculous. Now, let's spread the blame a little bit. Waltz gave the money to the med school. The med school then spent the money on this nonsense. Right. Now, he probably knew because he took photos with them and everything else. My point is this. It's a little bit tangential. The medical community has bought into a lot of this nonsense. They're trying to get rid of the MCATs, that's the boards to get into med school. You want somebody who couldn't pass the test to get into med school to do your heart transplant? The people who are advocating this stuff never go to those doctors. And I have to tell you something else, too. The hero here, you don't hear enough about her, is Harmeet Dillon. Yeah. It was Donald Trump's best hire. Put her at the head of Civil Rights Division of the DOJ. She's currently investigating a whole series of medical schools for abdicating their responsibilities of upholding standards as to who they let in. That will save lives. And that puts the light at this kind of nonsense.
Well, but also Education Secretary Linda McMahon is leading investigations into this, in particular in 3 states. And it's multi-pronged. She was asked about this yesterday morning on Fox News, and she said that the parents are being boxed out. You have to sign a permission slip so your child can get a Tylenol at school, but something like this can be shown to your child at school and you're unaware of what is happening and what you're seeing and what your child is seeing. So, I think, again, we talked about COVID earlier in the show. We learned during the pandemic when all of a sudden these kids were being taught at home. We learned what these teachers were doing with these kids and what the things that they were saying and their attitudes and their cavalier attitude about, like, well, the parents, they have no authority. We're the teachers. We're in charge. I mean, so much of that, many of our families, our parents, my friends, had never seen this before. So hats off to Linda McMahon for saying, let's investigate this, to Harmeet Dillon as well, to make sure that parents are involved and are not basically that their children are not being exposed to this, and they're not being told. I think that's the biggest part of this that bothers me, is the parents. This is being hidden from parents.
Yeah, this is nauseating. Yeah. Gender exploration and therapeutic play for kids that are, some of them, too young to even read. and they're being taught that genders are, and this is shocking. This is frightening. And for those parents that can't afford private schools or can't maybe do homeschooling, whatever, that this is what's happening to them. I mean, this is horrifying at the expense yet again of our children, blurring the lines like that. My head is swiveling around.
Ask yourself
I can't
why.
believe I lived in a state that is doing
Because of the control.
I loved Minnesota and the people in it. Like this cannot stand. A 4-year-old cannot stand. They've got to do something. And you're right, they'll probably vote blue.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Compagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.